I think you should try the CZ. How come you're not trying the CZ P10C? It's the best gun. Honest Outlaw even said so. Guess what? We're talking about it today. Stick around. Hey everybody, Randy Reviews It here. So, we're talking about the CZ P10C. I mean, if I had a nickel for every comment on my Striker Fire gun video or any of that other stuff where it says, try the CZ P10C. Honest Outlaw said it was one of the best. All these other people have said it's one of the best. How come you won't do a video on it? Well, guess what? I got one so that I could do a video on it. See if it lived up to the hype. Stick around to find out if it did. I'm going to do that to you, but let's talk about it. So, what draws people into the CZ P10C? Besides hipster mustaches and those dumb, whatever, flat brim Boy Scout hats that these hipsters, maybe arm sleeve tattoos, who knows. If you have a mustache tattooed on your finger, you're probably someone that owns a CZ. But enough ragging on you. So CZs do shoot well, like the P0, SP01s, the CZ75s. Those things shoot great in single action. I really like the recoil impulse. The double action triggers on CZs have been all horrible for me. I haven't ever felt like a full Cajun, and maybe that would change my tune, but I haven't felt a good CZ double action trigger ever. So their Striker Fire gun. Let's talk about this. What draws people in the most? The price. This thing can regularly be had for under $400, which is, I think, a really good deal. Like, I do think that this gun for under $400 is a good deal. It's made by CZ. It's a very, very reputable company. They do good work. They have reliable guns. It's gonna work. It's got a decent trigger on it. So it breaks, like there's a definite wall. Somehow CZ though still managed to put stacking into their Striker Fire gun, but the reset is wildly short. So they did well on the reset. The original pull, like you kind of feel like the dingus, if you will, like that's kind of gritty. So it almost gives you, like how CZs have a stacking trigger, it kind of feels like that for a bit. But if you push through it, you get to the wall and it goes off and things are good. So the trigger's decent on it. It's better than a Glock. It's not better than the IWI Masada. It's not better than the PX9. I don't know if it's better than the Steyr one. I think the Steyr might beat it. I think it's the Stoeger one is about the same. I think it beats, there's a couple that it might beat. But, like, it's a decent trigger. It's definitely better than a stock Glock. I'll say that. But, yeah. So let's talk about where I see issues and why I'm not really a huge fan of these. So you can see this one here. I was lucky enough to get one that someone had stippled. So I bought this used off Gunbroker, and the stippling's really good. So that makes a huge difference because I think the stock texture on the CZ P10C is one of the worst. It's one of the worst. You can tell companies, like, they use like that shiny plastic, like the Springfield XDM Elites have that shiny, like, kind of polymer, And whenever something shines like that, like the side of a PX4, it just means I'm slippery as shit. Like, and that's where the CZ P10, I think, also kind of gets there. So, the other thing with the P10 is it doesn't have, like, the whole famous CZ where it's like the thing rides inside of these rails a certain way, it goes the other way, and it has ultra low bore axis. This bore axis is pretty good. Like, it's low, but it's not like CZ 75 low. And if you're looking for low bore axis, I think you're better off with like the Steyr. The Steyr has a wildly low bore axis, and I like that gun more than this as well. So this comes in under $400, not optics ready. You're looking at $431 with optics ready. It's got more aftermarket support than like the IWI Masada, than the Steyr, than that sort of thing. But you're right around that Canik price point when you get, you know, the optics ready. And I think that the Canik is a nicer gun. So I know that Honest Outlaw, he's a great guy. I like Chris. I've met him a few times. Him and his wife are great people. I'm not going to say that I know anything better than him. We just have differing opinions on this. He's got definitely different hands than I do. He's probably got, you know, long fingers and a lot less of like a bear mitt for a palm. But I think under that, at this price point, you got the Steyr, you got Caniks, you got IWI Masada, you got CZ PX9, you got Stogers. The only gun that this really dunks on for me, and I'm a huge Beretta fan, is the Beretta APX sucks. Like, that gun sucked, and this is better than that. That's for sure. So if you're a CZ fanboy and you feel the need to only grow a mustache and to put wax in it and to curl it like you're you know, Snidely Whiplash or whatever that guy is in Wacky Races, then that's one thing. But the CZ P10C didn't win me over. I don't think it lives up to the hype. Like every other CZ, it's like, you know, some hipster saying, well, man, you just got to try it. And I tried it, and it's not worth it to me. It's a good gun, don't get me wrong. If you're really into it and it fits your hand, I think you'll be fine. It's reliable. But to say that this is better than other guns, maybe if Remington starts making striker fire guns again or something like that. But overall, the market's pretty stiff competition right now, and I don't think this is on the same level as some of those other guns. Thanks for watching. Take care. Argue in the comments, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Dislike. Give me them thumbs down if you think I'm an arrogant asshole and I don't know what I'm talking about. If you've put hands on this and you've been behind it and you've tried those other guns and you think that this is better, I'd love to hear why. Because those other guns do better than this. Just my 2 cents. Take care.